Happy New Year from Team Farnham Real Estate to you and yours and your loved ones. So grateful for all of you and your support of our team over the last year, really over the last 20 years. Just want to say Happy New Year. If you're like me, you're super excited for 2024. 2023 was a lot. We launched a new brokerage brand. We moved offices. We had a sickness run through our whole team and all of our families over the last 2 months. It's just been a difficult, challenging last 6 months, and we're so excited to launch into a new, fresh year. So here we go. Let me give a recap for the housing market for you and how we wrapped up the year. So the median home price ended at $449,900. Very similar to the month before and the month before and the month before. Home prices actually didn't change more than $1,000 up or down over September, October, November, and December. So 4 months, pretty much a flat market. Year over year, we ended the year last year at 425, and we ended this year about 450. So we're up about 6% year over year. Just a reminder for you, we ended 2022 at 425 also. So we had a very flat year from December 22 to December 23, but then now we've gone up 6%. So you could also look at that as up 6% over the last 2 years. The conversation, though, is not so much home price as much as it is transaction volume. If you look at single-family resales from 2022 to 21 to 22 to now 2023, it's dramatically gone down. So in 2021, we saw almost 39,000 single-family resale transactions on the market. Last year, we saw about 28,000 resale single-family transactions, and this year was down to about 22,000 single-family resale transactions. That's down 42% from the chaos that we all experienced in 2021, but it's still down 20% transaction volume from last year. So a lot less transactions happening, and that doesn't speak so much to home prices as it does to interest rates, which translates to affordability. As we know, watching this video right now, that affordability has been really, really squeezed here in Las Vegas. Our household incomes, not to mention unemployment rate here in Vegas is top of the country, but it's just been a challenge with incomes related to what the cost of home ownership is now because of the prices, little increase in prices, but big increase in rates. So what does the 2024 outlook look like? And it's amazing. Right now I'm talking to so many folks that have very different opinions. I have the sky is falling. I need to sell my home tomorrow before it crashes. And then we have the we better buy tomorrow because I think prices are going to go out the roof. And I don't think either camp is right personally, but I'll tell you where I land. I think that the market's going to be fairly similar this year as it was to last year. I do expect a bit more transaction volume, and I do think that home prices will go up. And I think that because of all the expectation and sentiment that rates are going to improve. As rates improve and affordability becomes a little bit easier, you're going to have more and more buyers get off the fence now that they can get into that neighborhood they want to get into. But you're also going to see sellers say, hey, you know what? We can now justify trading in our current interest rate for the new rate, where they weren't able to do that last year when they were maybe trading in a 3% for an 8%. But hey, going from 3 or maybe they're at 3.5 or 4 down to like a mid 6s, not as big of a change if they really have a change of life situation. So as far as, plus we have an election year too, so I think that absolutely could create some, wonky changes with interest rates as people are trying to play that game and get some votes and everything. So I will tell you this though, is if you're waiting for rates to get a whole lot better before you sell your home, I think there's a lot of people doing that. And keep in mind, if that drives prices up, which is the expectation, I don't think it'll be super dramatic, but if rates improve and we have more buyers enter the market, and keep in mind, just because sellers might trade in their home, they still have to buy a home too. So they're also buyer demand. It's going to drive inventory even tighter with the demand of people moving into Las Vegas on top of it, where that could obviously increase home prices because of supply and demand. Meaning that if you're waiting for the rate to get a lot better to trade in your home, by that time, if you're waiting for the rates to get better, the market's probably gotten hot, prices are going up, versus maybe finding that home you love sooner than later. We have less competition, you can actually get the home you want. And yes, if rates improve, you can always improve the rate down the road. So a lot of moving parts to those conversations. Love to have that conversation with anybody. Reach out to our team anytime. We are excited to serve your family in the coming year. Happy New Year once again, and we really hope to talk with you soon.